Speaker Thokcham Satyabrata criticizes growing trend of placing aged parents in old age homes. Security forces apprehend 5 cadres from multiple locations. Hello everyone, you're watching Istv English News at 2. The Senior Citizens Forum Imphal East organized a program to mark the International Day of Older Persons today at Brahmapur Nahabam Dharmalaya Hall. The event was attended by the Speaker of the Manipur Legislative Assembly, Thokcham Satyabrata, Senior Advocate Dr. Chongtham Narendra, President of the Senior Citizens Forum, G.A. Ravichandra, along with many elderly persons. The program was held under the theme Older Persons Driving Local and Global Actions, Our Aspirations, Our Well-Being and Our Rights. Speaking on the occasion, Speaker Satyabrata stated that efforts are on to add a gathering venue for the Senior Citizens Forum Imphal East at Paradise Club near Wangkai Puja Lampag. He appealed to the public to change the current trend of sending elderly parents to old age homes and instead to take care of them within the family. He assured to take all possible initiatives for the welfare of the senior citizens.
Although I will see a good container, I have a say another way to see another country. I usually only a bargain say, say, Rasu, and I think it's supposed to our country I will go to the office in my day. I will go to the animal like today, other I see my understanding was a Masaha, I see the simply other than my
Security forces have recently apprehended 5 militant cadres from various locations, intensifying the crackdown on militant groups. In a press release from the police control room, security force arrested a cadre of proscribed RPF-PLA identified as Longjam Thoy alias Sindamba from Thongju Pechu Lampag, along with a mobile phone. Ningombam Achit alias Hemba, a cadre of MNRF from Langol Type 2, Leimakulen Leikai. He was arrested from Kabam Lamkai, posting with a mobile phone. Security forces also apprehended 2 cadres of UPPK from Mongcham village and the Hengang police station. The duo has been identified as Ngangbam Nishan alias Tamngakpa of Kumbong Meay Leikai and Thongam Pariton alias Ingba, a resident of Koirangay, Thongkong, along with a mobile phone which was in their possession. On the other hand, security force also apprehended a cadre of KCP City Meitei faction, identified as Laishram Lamyanba alias Nauba, on 29th September from Uripok Sorbontingel area. Many private school teachers who play a major role in nurturing good students and shaping society often face severe hardships due to financial constraints. When illness strikes, they are forced to endure their sufferings in silence, lacking access to affordable medical care that could alleviate their pain. One such case is that of 34-year-old Kundrakpam Milan, a resident of Kangabok Part 2, Kulakpam Leikai in Thoubal district. Milan, who had been teaching mathematics at various schools, is now bedridden after both his kidneys failed. He is unable to undergo the much-needed treatment due to financial difficulties. Milan is the only son among 3 siblings, with no source of income and no property other than the house they live in. His aging parents can only watch helplessly as their son struggles in pain. This is an exclusive teacher whose years of service in shaping young minds now contrast tragically with the uncertainty of his own future.
Naba Kangai Sina, a pin Luramdai Megis, Sida ꯏꯁꯥꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯅꯥꯕꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯝ ꯎꯠꯂꯛꯇꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯏꯁꯥꯁꯦ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯦꯡꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯄ ꯅꯥꯔꯛꯄ ꯈꯣꯡ ꯈꯨꯠ ꯈꯔ ꯁꯤꯊꯔꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔꯗ ꯆꯦꯛ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯆꯠꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯇꯤꯅꯤꯟꯁꯦ ꯋꯥꯡꯉꯒ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯈꯪꯖꯔꯛꯄꯅꯦ ꯊꯥ 5ꯃꯨꯛ ꯁꯨꯖꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔꯗ ꯌꯦꯡꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯌꯦꯡꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯦ ꯇꯧꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯒꯤꯁꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤꯁꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯣꯅꯤꯛ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯀꯤꯗꯅꯤꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯐꯒꯠꯂꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯟꯁꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯃꯠꯇ ꯉꯥꯏꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯥꯟꯁꯄ꯭ꯂꯥꯟ ꯇꯧꯕꯒꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯣ ꯈꯣꯠꯂꯣꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯉꯜꯂꯤꯉꯩꯗ ꯇꯧꯍꯧꯕꯗꯨꯅ ꯐꯅꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯐꯒꯠꯂꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯕꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯔꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯤꯗꯅꯤꯒꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯣꯅꯤꯛ ꯗꯤꯖꯤꯁ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ IgA ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯔ ꯂꯩꯔꯕ ꯑꯗꯩ ꯍꯤꯃꯣꯒ꯭ꯂꯣꯕꯤꯟꯒꯤ ꯀꯨꯝꯊꯔꯛꯑꯦ ꯏꯒꯁꯦ ꯑꯍꯨꯝꯁꯨꯕ ꯊꯥꯗꯗꯤ ꯏꯁꯥꯁꯦ ꯍꯧꯕ ꯉꯝꯃꯝꯗ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯍꯞꯇꯥ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯍꯤꯃꯣꯒ꯭ꯂꯣꯕꯤꯟꯒꯤ ꯍꯤꯗꯥꯛꯁꯦ 2ꯔꯛ ꯀꯥꯞꯄꯦꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯦꯠ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯦ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯨ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯋꯥꯡꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯕꯅꯤꯅꯀꯣ ꯇꯨꯏꯁꯟꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯠꯂꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯈꯪꯍꯧꯗꯅ ꯅꯥꯔꯛꯄꯁꯤꯗꯗꯤ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯂꯦꯞꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯃꯥ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯕꯖꯥꯔꯗ ꯆꯠꯂꯦ ꯕꯖꯥꯔ ꯆꯠꯂꯒ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯈꯔ ꯄꯨ ꯈꯣꯠ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯃꯔꯛꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯄꯨꯛꯆꯦꯜ ꯆꯥꯎꯕꯁꯨ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯄꯥꯡꯕꯤꯔꯛꯄꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯏ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯊꯥꯈꯤꯕ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯈꯨꯗꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ 2015ꯒꯤ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯃꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯛ ꯊꯥꯈꯤꯕ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ 2019ꯗ ꯊꯥꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯗꯅꯀꯣ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯇꯧꯔꯕꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗꯤ
ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯑꯦ ꯀꯤꯗꯅꯤ ꯃꯥꯁꯤ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯥꯟꯁꯐꯔ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯥ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯆꯪꯒꯅꯤ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯅꯤ ꯍꯪꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯂꯥꯛ 10ꯃꯨꯛꯇꯤ ꯄꯥꯏꯌꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯂꯥꯛ 10ꯃꯨꯛꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯅꯗꯤ ꯀꯗꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯜꯂꯨꯅꯤ ꯈꯟꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯁꯤ ꯉꯥꯎꯔꯒ ꯑꯍꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯇꯨꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯊꯥ 3-4 ꯁꯨꯔꯦ ꯉꯥꯎꯔ ꯆꯦꯟꯅꯕ ꯌꯨꯝꯐꯝꯁꯤ ꯌꯣꯟꯒꯦꯅ ꯂꯥꯡꯉꯤ ꯄꯩꯁꯥꯅ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯄꯤꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯁꯤ ꯈꯟꯐꯝ ꯈꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯌꯨꯝꯐꯝ ꯌꯣꯜꯂꯒꯁꯨ ꯀꯣꯟꯅꯗ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯕꯤꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯕꯨ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯡꯕꯤꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯊꯃꯣꯏꯗ ꯑꯩ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯅꯤ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯕꯨ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯕꯤꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯈꯤꯇꯪꯗꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯅꯤꯖꯔꯤ ꯄꯤꯈ꯭ꯌꯥ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯅꯠꯇꯅ ꯑꯩ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯦ
ꯑꯩ ꯏꯆꯥꯁꯤ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯡꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯇꯧꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯏꯆꯥꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯥꯗ ꯍꯤꯡꯂꯒ ꯂꯩꯖꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯏꯆꯥ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯃꯤꯀꯨꯞꯇꯗ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯀꯔꯥꯏꯗ ꯂꯩꯗꯣꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯏꯆꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯥꯗ ꯏꯆꯥꯅ ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯣꯟꯊꯔꯛꯂꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯏꯆꯥꯅ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯅꯤ ꯈꯜꯂꯒ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯥꯗ ꯍꯤꯡꯕꯅꯦ ꯃꯄꯥꯒ ꯑꯩꯒ ꯃꯆꯜ ꯑꯅꯤꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯅꯤ ꯈꯜꯂꯒ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯏꯆꯥ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯃꯤꯀꯨꯞꯇꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯏꯆꯥꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤ ꯑꯃꯇꯪꯗꯤ ꯈꯟꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯅ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ
Mahut Director Ngangom Uttam stated that plastic waste is going to create a serious problem in Manipur in the future and urged all to join hands to tackle it. He made the statement during an interaction program with stakeholders on biomedical, plastic, battery and e-waste management organized jointly by the Manipur Pollution Control Board (MPCB) and the Center for Research on Environmental Development (CRED) as part of the Nation First at 75 campaign. The program held at Classic Grand Chingmeirong was attended by CRED President P.H. Arjabratha, Director of Environment and Climate Change Dr. T. Brajakumar and MPCB Member Secretary Dr. W. Roshan, among others. Speaking further at the event, Director Uttam stressed that waste management is a huge challenge and requires the collective effort of all. He pointed out that single-use plastic, which is used daily, has become one of the most alarming forms of waste. He further highlighted that the lack of awareness and proper waste management infrastructure has worsened the problem. Plastic waste not only pollutes the environment but also breaks down into microplastics, which are found in water bodies and eventually consumed by fish. As people eat these fish, microplastics enter the human body, posing serious long-term health risks. He stressed the need to ponder on all these pertaining issues.
Manipur ki asasi tourism ni. Tourism chawkhat lakanda aikhoi ni lamsida chawkhat kani income lakani in mi mayama employment phangane adu wai chairaga leiba apumba amotpana thallaba lamda kanamta lam koining oi mapangi lamgi mi amata lakning oi arang araki mafam da leiraba mi chillaba mafam da leiba metro city da leiba mayam sina pami city ching manda khungam da laga ingna chikna noma pothaba dunya adugi pothabam du lu nalan bamadi change akhoi tourist attract toge tourism chawkhat lange ima lebak si chawkhat lange ima lebak si mingchit por ke haragadi ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯪꯅ ꯏꯔꯝꯗꯝꯁꯤ ꯅꯥꯜꯍꯟꯃꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯪꯏ ꯃꯁꯣꯝꯗ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯟꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯒ ꯋꯦꯁ ꯃꯦꯅꯦꯖꯃꯦꯟꯇ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯑꯉꯝꯕ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯡꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯋꯥꯐꯝ ꯈꯔꯁꯦ ꯊꯝꯖꯔꯒ ꯑꯩ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯄꯨ ꯈꯨꯔꯨꯝꯖꯔꯤ.
City Hospital and Research Center Chingmairong and City College of Nursing Sangai Pro jointly organized a Swast Nari Sashakt Parivar Abhiyan free health camp awareness camp for women and children at City Hospital Chingmairong today. The free medical camp and awareness program held with the objective of promoting the health of women and children included tests and screenings for diabetes, hepatitis and various non-communicable diseases and NCDs. Several renowned doctors, nurses and medical staff actively participated in the camp. Speaking on the sideline, Managing Director of City Hospital, Dr. Bilasini, stated that the health camp provided various tests and necessary health information for the overall well-being of women and children. She added that early detection and awareness about diseases help in preventing complications and therefore encouraged the public to make use of such health checkups. She also advised the public to get regular health checkups.
Imung amada nupi bu masa faragadi imung du loi nungai doini nupi du na masa phatragadi imung du phajana chalai ba yaroi doini aduna nupi angang da importance piraga masi akhoina angthok jeriba camp sida ana vaccine yengjari free da aduga loina na khoina matang tabadasu kari toraga dagi awareness pi dana haidi nupi mja sing adolescent girls sing da kari kamaina menstrual hygiene na kamai tawba masagi nungai trakanda na kamai tawba haibna singba awareness pizaba mak tawjeri aduga loina na cancer haibase karino ahan stage da khanghoraga di cancer si detect tawba ngami maram di cancer si na once nagragadi khoina layeng bangam dabanina adugi matang da so khoina asigi camp sida pangthokjari.
In connection with National Voluntary Blood Donation Day under the banner of Swast Nari Sashakt Parivar Abhiyan, Governor of Manipur Ajay Kumar Bhalla donated blood at Jenims Hospital today. The event was organized by Helping Hand for People Manipur together with State Blood Cell and HM. A diverse group of donors contributed to the blood donation camp, generously giving their time and blood. Deputy Commissioner of Tamenglong, Dr. L. Angsim Dangsava, in the presence of dignitaries, opened the Tropical Diagnostic Center, the only private health institution in Tamenglong District Headquarters. As part of the inauguration, DC Dr. L. Angsim Dangsava also released first published magazine of the Tropical Diagnostic Center. Speaking at an event, Tamenglong Deputy Commissioner Dr. L. Angsim Dangsava highlighted the need for more health institutions in the district in addition to the Duigailong District Hospital. He noted that while the hospital is gradually improving and will be upgraded, private healthcare facilities are urgently required, stressing that medical equipment is costly and must be handled responsibly. He urged public support and thanked young entrepreneurs for taking the initiative to establish private health institutions. Tamenglong SDO D. Maidinbui, ADC Tamenglong Chief Executive Officer Kachamthai Faiga Gangmei, Tosem SDO Paul Nungsa, UNC Vice President Ngonmei, religious leaders, civil society organization leaders attended the inauguration ceremony. In the international news, the United States government has shut down for the first time in nearly 7 years after Senate Democrats blocked a Republican-backed funding bill. The GOP proposal to extend federal funding until November 21 fell short in a 55-45 vote, triggering the shutdown at 12:01 a.m. Wednesday. The deadlock, fueled by partisan disputes over spending and health care, has forced hundreds of thousands of federal employees into furloughs and disrupted many government operations, though essential services such as NASA missions, immigration enforcement, and select public health activities will continue. The White House Office of Management and Budget instructed agencies to implement shutdown procedures, warning that some non-essential workers could face permanent layoffs if the impasse persists. Following the failed Senate vote that triggered a U.S. government shutdown, OMB Director Russell Vought instructed federal agencies to begin an orderly shutdown. As both parties traded blame with no resolution in sight, President Trump, speaking at Quantico, vowed to make the military faster, fiercer, and urged leaders to use cities as training grounds. At the same event, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth unveiled a 10-point plan to reform military culture, stressing strict fitness standards and declaring it unacceptable for overweight generals and admirals to lead commands. At least 91 students remain trapped under rubble nearly 2 days after a century-old Islamic boarding school collapsed in East Java during unauthorized construction work, officials said Wednesday. The disaster struck as hundreds of mostly teenage boys were performing afternoon prayers, killing at least 3 and injuring more than 100. Rescuers, unable to use heavy equipment for fear of further collapse, are supplying oxygen, food, and water through narrow gaps to keep survivors alive. Authorities said 6 children have been located under the debris, while police confirmed the building's foundation gave way after 2 additional concrete floors were added without a permit. Before we conclude the headlines once again. Speaker Thokchon Satyaberta criticizes a growing trend of placing aged parents in old age homes. Security forces apprehend 5 cadres from multiple locations. That's all for the moment. Thank you for joining us.